Hello, my name is Steve Click, and I am the First Responder Liaison to Ohio Mental Health and Addiction Services. I'm also a retired lieutenant from the Ohio State Highway Patrol, having retired after 36 years in November of 2018. Back in 1992, I was dispatched to a reported motor vehicle crash on Interstate 71 about 5 miles north of US 36 in Delaware County. The initial call came in that it was a pretty serious accident, that the vehicle was possibly on fire, and that there were individuals trapped. When I was about 3 or 4 miles away, I could see the black smoke coming up from the scene, so I knew that the report of the fire was accurate. Unfortunately, I beat all the fire service there. I was able to go up the berm, and when I got there, I could see that there was a Honda Accord that was on fire in the back end. I ran to the passenger side of the vehicle to try to get that person out. Unfortunately, she was already deceased, and we were unable to get her out. She was pinned. Her daughter was trying to crawl over her and ask for help. I tried to pull her out and was unable to, so I ran to the driver's side of the car. The door was jammed. I was unable to get the door open, so I tried to pull her out the window. I couldn't get her out very far, so I crawled into the back seat of the car, which by this time the flame was about the rear window. Climbed into the back seat of the car, again thinking I could pull her over the seat, get her out of the car. And when I couldn't move her, I reached down and I found that the floorboard had collapsed around her legs, so there was no way I was going to be able to get her out. I exited the car and held her up out of the window into somewhat fresh air until additional resources could get there. Additional officers and fire service arrived and immediately began to extinguish the flame. As a result of my actions, I got burnt a little bit, ate a lot of smoke. Actually started to melt my uniform. It was so hot. Thanks to a couple of civilians who had pulled the car away, it could have been much worse. They flew me to the OSU burn unit because they were concerned that maybe I'd gotten burnt way more than it appeared at the scene. Luckily, it turned out to be very minor. And I had basically a really bad sunburn, and I coughed up some black stuff, which I'm sure you folks can all identify with, for a couple weeks. We lost the woman that died immediately at the scene. We were able to save the young lady that was in the driver's seat. We didn't do anything. Nobody talked to me, nobody talked to the other officers, nobody talked to the firefighters, because in 1992 we just didn't. It's 2020. And we know better now. We understand that it doesn't have to be a specific incident. It can be a collection of incidents. And I'm sure all of you could look back at your careers and you could think of a number of incidents that you've been involved in over the years that just was another day at work to you, but it actually took a toll. And it's things that you remember, and it's things that you can recall in very vivid detail. Because of that, we're trying very hard to make sure that we're taking care of our most valuable public safety resource, and that is our personnel, our firefighters, our medics, our dispatchers, our police officers, our corrections officers, and we want to make sure that we're taking care of that valuable resource. I would ask you to please consider joining us for a one-day roundtable discussion on July the 22nd. Registration information is available through the State Fire Academy. It's going to feature myself, Dr. Kate Chard, who is an expert on post-traumatic stress and post-traumatic stress disorder from the University of Cincinnati Stress Center and the VA Cincinnati, and Lieutenant Matt Askia. Lieutenant Askia is with the Akron Fire Department, very involved in the Ohio Association of Professional Firefighters peer support program, and has been doing peer support for fire service for an extended period of time. In addition, on August the 26th, we're going to have a one-day First Responder Summit. This summit's going to focus on wellness, self-care, and resilience. And we have some amazing speakers for that presentation as well. Again, we're going to have Dr. Chard's going to be presenting. Jay Compson, Lieutenant from the Westerville Fire Department, is going to be part of a lived experience panel. We've just got a number of great folks. We're going to talk about resilience. We're going to talk about families. We're going to talk about partnering public safety with mental health in the communities. Both of these events are completely free of charge. Registration's available through the State Fire Academy, and I would really ask you folks to take a few minutes to spend the time with us. The seminar on the 22nd, the roundtable discussion, is 2 hours. The seminar on the 26th of August is a one-day. You'll be able to join for part of it. The State Fire Academy's been kind enough, they're going to record the seminar, and it will be available through their website at a later date. Thank you for everything you do on a daily basis. Please take care of yourselves and take care of your community. Thank you.